Brum, brum. Well, I must say, going to Australia and New Zealand absolutely wore me out, and I feel, this is Monday and I feel marvellous, so I'm over it, I think. But seeing all them Amilcars and Salmsons and all them lovely people, we all went down the pub and we took the whole restaurant over. 30 people sat down for dinner, which ain't done the pub any harm, has it? And it was all absolutely lovely. I really enjoyed it. Well, we still got loads of footage of New Zealand, and the lovely boys got all the cars, which will be knocked out to see, but I can't beat Susie up too much because she'll want a pay rise. You have to have another nought. She's only got noughts, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. What was the other thing I had to say? And of course, you've had an update on the Sebring. It's looking really good. I mean, old John's excelled himself, in my opinion, which he always does, of course. So, you know, that's the thing, when you do a good job, nobody takes any notice because you always do a good job. And the Sebring is coming on, and we'll be starting on the engine. We're doing a bit of back axle at the moment, which we'll make a film of. But anyway, marvellous.
It's that way.
Ivan, are you happy to be home?
Well, I am, but I'm still struggling a bit. But, you know, these people have cheered me up immensely. But what about that line of cars? Look.
Stunning.
That is, my dad would have been paralysed to see that.
Yeah.
Because when they first started the Salmson Club in 1952, you never see a Salmson. I can remember my dad having a row with Bill Bonney.
Oh, yes.
Saying, you never mentioned Salmson. And Bill Bonney said, I've never seen one.
Yeah.
He said, we never see one. You know?
You don't.
How many have we got here, Salmson?
Today.
1, 2. Yours is a Salmson, Walter. 3.
Yeah.
4, 5.
5 Salmsons.
And that Amilcar's over there, we need that in the line.
Yeah. It's fantastic, isn't
It
it?
is, but in the sunshine.
The sunshine. It's perfect light car weather.
What about this field? It's called Fincher's Mash.
Fincher's Mash.
And if you look at it, it's got humps. You know, like that old-fashioned way of doing it.
Is that exciting for driving?
No, well, it smells at the driving, but, you know, it still shows you how old it was.
Amazing, isn't it?
You know, because that, people in the village would have perhaps been given one of those,
Yeah.
and then had to drive down the front.
Oil flow gauge.
I just love
Does that SU's perk that up a bit? Yeah.
No, it's just that I understand issues, and didn't have one of them. If I'd have had one of them, I'd have left it on there.
Yeah.
That's a barrel frocker, that one. You know, hasn't it? A butterfly.
Nice, yeah.
But I haven't touched that. That is exactly as I bought it, which is why I don't go anywhere in it. I want to actually take the engine. But I thought we'd get it all done first.
yes, wise.
This, I had to have converted to 12 volts, which is the most expensive bit of the car, actually. But anyway, I had that done. So that's the next thing, is to take that to bits and just have a look at it, really.
Yeah.
But it is a bit smoky, you know.
Well, it's better to be too much oil than not enough.
Yeah, some pistons probably. Now, it had, when I bought it, it had the rear wings, but it didn't have the front wings, so I had those made to match the rear, and then me and John made all that bit. And then I had these cheaper headlights, because people think they have headlights like a Bugatti, but being a cycle car, I reckon it would have had, you know, it wouldn't have had.
No, it wouldn't have had fancy ones.
It
no.
could have had, but you'd have had to pay.
I'm trying to. There's so many Salmsons, Ivan. Is this the one that came from Portugal? Yes. That was an incredible find.
Yeah.
Good for you for rescuing that.
And I mean, you look at the pedals, it's done no harm.
Yeah.
From the down to the others, is it drastically different inside?
Well, no, that's too varied.
Yeah, same
That's the
crankshaft
same.
and bottom end.
Yeah, more or less.
Same.
Except the crankcase is different because it has the mags.
Yeah, yeah.
And it has a proper oil pump.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
But they obviously improved it a lot.
Yeah.
Apparently, we have 5 Salmsons,
that's what I thought.
2 Amilcars, and only 1 GN.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
well,
only half past
you like
11.
to be exclusive.
Oh, right. You found me out. Yeah, that's true. Can't deny it. I'm just trying to think of stories about Amilcars. I once found a very, very, very rotten one near Longleat, and I went and bought it like you do. It had a Jeep engine, a non-Amilcar back axle. The chassis was more holy than righteous. Yeah, it was just falling apart. But I had to have it, and I eventually sold it. And with it came another engine, and I very much fell in love with Amilcars at the time. Let's do the shiny one at the start. That belongs to Charles Pither. A recently restored CGS, Amilcar CGS, with the distinctive with the Eldridge cowl.
Okay.
So that's that one. Next we have Walter Heel's car.
Yeah.
Which we'll have to ask
Walter
Tony.
that.
Tony, what model is Walter Heel's car?
That's a VAL.
It's a VAL.
Okay.
And then the next one is Tony and Kate Clark Kennedy's Salmson, which is a...
It's an AL, 1923.
Okay.
23.
And the sun's coming out.
It is, and there's the shadows. And then the next one is also in French Salmson
Is this
blue.
the one you've come in?
This is my GN, which
Yeah.
has the French chassis, but Nigel Arnold Forster, who first restored it, found apparently it was a Fraser Nash body leaning against a tree in London. So it's French running gear and an English body.
Fantastic.
And I just love it. And so then the last one, of course, is Captain Ivan's.
That's our trials car.
We all know about that.
Yeah.
And there's no mud on it. So what have you been doing in New
Well,
Zealand?
we didn't take it with us down, did
I
we,
know.
down under?
I like teasing you.
Yeah. We've avoided all that muddy business this winter.
Yeah. So Amilcars and
Well, what a
Salmsons.
fabulous lineup.
Yes. Yeah.
There's another one. Welcome.
Oh, morning. How are you?
We've got a good turnout today.
Good turnout.
What's this one? An Amilcar.
Yeah. We were going to say park it along with the others, but you switched the engine off now.
I could have done.
You look nice and cosy in there. They've got tea and coffee in there if you feel like. Yeah.
I bought it from John.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, it's a good chassis and everything.
Interesting. Well, what fun.
Yeah, I'm going to put my coat on.
That's the grip, the good enhanced grip.
Yes, You might dream about having a saloon. Well, interesting. Yeah.
What's that? It's got that funny windscreen.
Yes.
Keep
It's halfway there, yes.
Yeah.
It's like the Albus Sportsman's windscreen,
That's it.
V1. A little bit of streamlining. Wow. If anyone can, you can.
Boys, you're on camera. Ivan. He's talking. Still talking. Come on, Ivan.
Good, Ivan, come forwards.
Not another cup for being alive.
No, it's just really a bit of thanks. You know, very good of you. You know, Robin, we're good that we got so.
My dad would have been paralysed to have seen that, because when I was a kid, we never saw another Salmson. And my dad used to take me to school in a Salmson because the kids said, "What's that bloody old car?" You know. Well, to see a line of them, you wouldn't believe it.
Well, it did. It's a good turnout for the membership to bring all their cars, and we're very pleased. And the weather even better, isn't it, with the sun out here? It's
Well,
a rarity.
I can't believe it. And my legs are warm.
And the legs are warm as well, absolutely. No,
New Zealand, especially.
facilities and our coffee, and absolutely superb. And
You're
we're
very
very grateful, and we're very pleased that we could all come.
This field is called Fincher's Mash.
Fincher's Mash.
I don't know why. But
We just throw that in randomly.
I mean, if Fincher was here, he'd be really pleased to see it.
Another little bit of business that we got that's outstanding. We awarded or announced some trophies as well.
Oh.
The newsletter last year, and there was a winner who is here, and I'm just trying to see where he is. Terry McGrath for all his efforts in his Amilcar. Do the cursory handshake.
This will be on the channel, won't it?
Yeah, it's all on.
Remind you of what you've been doing and all your heroics last year.
Well, the car misbehaved itself at Long Prescott last year, and I staggered home from there, and I haven't yet sorted it out for this season, but I hope to be out for Kerborough and Prescott and Lowton and all the usual hill climbs and sprints this year.
Good.
Oh, well, hey, in our 4 weeks of not being here, old John's got on with the Sebring spray. He'd already painted it, but you know, he's flattened it and polished it. Because don't forget, we ain't got a proper spray proof or nothing. This is all done in the shed. So he's flattened it and polished it, and as you can see, it looks bloody marvellous. And obviously, you know, that's
all the suspension is that.
that's an important bit. Old John's cleaned that up and took it all to pieces and put grease between the leaves. Because that's one of the things to make these work, that all wants to go up and down. That is an early radius rod. The other ones are just a went up bit, but this, you know, that is early stuff, and that's early stuff as well. Because this car, I mean, although it had a lot of rust and we've had to replace a lot of panels, everything was rusty. So all of this, you know...
Is that the rain? We're not used to that.
Yeah, all of this, you know, was rotten. So that's all been blasted and tiddly-pooed up and painted and what have you, and that's the roll bar that was on it, which I don't think is particularly clever, but it was on it, and you never know, early cars that were Sebring, that might be what they did, I don't know, but we'll find someone to know. And, you know, it's got this proper Sebring, what do they call it, pedal box, and you can see, look, where it was all rusty. I mean, old John's obviously blasted it and painted it, but, you know.
But it looks great.
Anyway, we've got a new loom from the lady that does looms. She's always ever so good, and it's all worked out lovely. But, you know, we wanted to use as many original bits as we could, because although they're all old and crabby, you know, they're original, so I want to look after that originality, really.
The windscreen's in. God, he's done brilliantly.
Yeah, the windscreen, the wiper motor. This.
Oh yeah.
That looked like it had been in a river.
What is it?
That's the heater.
box.
Yeah. And then all the doors, sorted all the doors out, make them all lovely.
And there's the wires in there. God, it is good.
You know, and I've blacked all that. And then because all this has all been tidied up and made to work.
And a rear view mirror.
All of that look is absolutely pretty good. So, you know, couldn't find the other one of them, John said, but I'm pretty confident we got one of them. I like that dark red, that looks good. So all in all, not a bad thing.
And there's the nose as well, looks good.
Well, you see, this is not the right nose. This is one that we had.
Oh yeah.
And we've used, but we've got the original nose and we ain't going to throw it away. But it needed such a lot of work and it's fiberglass. I hate fiberglass. You know, the minute you start machining it, you're itching for a week. So, you know, eventually it might finish up back on there. Somebody else might do it if I sell it in the future. But anyway, and we've got lovely little wheels that came with the car. Which have got extra numbers of spokes and things. And it's got the early disc brakes, which apparently are very rare. And I've got all new rubbers for them, so I'll have to get them out and get to work on them. You know, all in all, it's turning out really good, because that's new, that was rusty and horrible. And this side, they had a Weber on it, and they cut a great lump out of there. So we had to do that, because I'm going to put it back together, because originally, when the car was new, right from new, it had a supercharger. So...
You're going to put a supercharger on it?
And we've got one, we've got the dead right one, and there's a bloke not far away that specialises in all the bits, so we can get the bits for it. So that'd be one of the big jobs really, is to get the engine that was in the car when we got it and clean it all up and have a look at it, and obviously it might need new pistons and one thing and another. But anyway, so there we are, so it's really coming on that. And then in the meantime, the bodywork's been done for the Offy midget.
We'll ring him now.
Yeah, so we get that back and then old John will have a go at painting that because we're going to match the paint up and try and keep some of the original, you know, like...
I hope John's got a holiday planned.
No, well, I'm sure he has. And young Tom done a fabulous job, as you can see, but you wouldn't expect anything else from him. And there we are, we're back in gear. Hello, Annabelle.
Yeah. Right, hi Tom.
Hello, how are you?
Knackered.
Oh, that all looks a knockout, doesn't it? I like the way you've done that.
Yeah, so it's
Perfect.
just nicely finished off. I've just gone over there and just finished it off.
Yeah, tidied them up, because we just bashed it over the thing. And you did that bit there.
Yeah, so it's all the cracks repaired.
Yeah.
So I've shown in the video, obviously these are all the historic repairs, all the old welds in place,
Yeah,
but
that's it.
if we start taking that out, it's going to cause a
No, that's good.
So that's all welded in through there, all finished off.
That looks
all the
fabulous.
splits.
Absolutely.
So if we just put that there, obviously. Look at the bonnet.
That's what you call a bit of welding, Susie. Look at that, you can't even feel the bloody difference.
Wow.
And on the inside.
So yeah, I'll try and finish
Oh,
the
wow.
inside so it's all smooth.
Beautiful. And he's filled all the holes up where the bonnet was, because it's all going to be in a different spot.
Oh,
you see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then this bit as well.
The same with the under panel. I've left all the excess on the bonnet because I didn't want to trim it too short.
Yeah, no.
So it just gives you a bit more material. And then on the under tray as well, you might be able to see some of that. So I've just cleaned some of that off there.
We're knocked out with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely knocked out.
So whilst we've been away gallivanting on the other side of the world, Tom's been doing some brilliant welding for us.
Just a few hours, but it's all...
Yeah. No, that's a lovely job.
No,
Well
glad you're
done.
happy.
Well done, old boy.
Should we take it in then?
Yeah.
Getting into it, when I started looking over the panels,
Oh,
there
yeah,
were lots of cracks.
Yeah.
No, I haven't gone over the top. I've literally just stopped the cracks from progressing any worse.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful.
And that. So
And
without trying to take too much pain, I try to do that.
See, what we do, we mask it up really carefully down there, and then just paint it on.
And then there was possibly some more over here.
Oh, yeah.
But there was, did get a little bit messy because obviously you've got all the layers on the inside.
Yeah, no, it wasn't an easy job to make nice. Ridiculous, you know.
No.
But it's an old racing car.
Well, this is it, and I do try and explain that in the video.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a restoration.
Yeah.
It's got to serve a purpose.
Yeah.
And, you know.
No, it's just an old racing car that's been bashed about.
Yeah.
And if you try and make it look new, then it don't
Well,
look right.
you'd have to completely strip it.
Yeah,
you'd have to start all over again, wouldn't you? And it's just, it's
no, I
not that
understand
type of
all
job.
that. That's what I said to you on it, you know. Don't go mad, it's lovely. Oh, that's going to look really nice round there, and then we're going to cover it with leather.
Oh, no.
So that's that. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to press the like button.